They don't do. Listen, POS, don't follow this video. Listen, if they use POS with your card, boys don't get away now when they take the chop people. If it be woman, if anybody can steal your money. The thing that they use now, they order POS from China. They get name, they get network. The purpose now to save your information. They get app when they transfer your money after you don't put your card, after they don't get information. You get app, normally they will transfer your money. I know some people don't experience this thing. So if you see any POS when not get name, if you see PAMPay, you go know. If you see OP, you go know. So if you see money points, you go see one. Any POS when they use China or see the name, Baba no use them. Now the trick now what they use, they save your information for your card. They use the app to transfer your money. Watch this guy and learn more. Not follow this video, listen to this video and share it. Thank you.
Now, if you have friends who work in the bank, you realize that they hardly use POS for transactions. Whether it's withdrawals or anything, they hardly use POS. And the reason for this is that most people who come to the bank to complain about maybe withdrawal or missing money from their account is usually linked to a POS transaction that they did before. So maybe you go to a POS to withdraw, and the next morning you find that your money in your account is missing. It is usually linked to POS. Now, let me explain to you how POS works. Okay? Now, when you take your card to go and withdraw in the POS machine, what happens is that when you slot your card in, the POS machine will actually read all your card details, everything from your full name to your card number to your CVV, and then to now match it with your PIN. Okay? To read all your card details, and it will now lock those card details. Meaning that if somebody gets hold of that POS, or even the POS owner tries to bring it out from there, it's not possible. It's going to be locked inside the POS. To now transmit those locked details, it's called encryption. To encrypt it and transfer it to NIBS. Okay? Now NIBS will now check that detail, verify it, make sure that there's money in the account of the card holder, and then debit that card holder. Okay? And then authorize transaction. That's how it works. Now, if you're internet savvy like me, you would find out that if you go on all these Chinese websites like Alibaba and AliExpress, you can actually order for a POS and customize the POS to not encrypt this information. For example, you can order for the POS, and when somebody comes to you, it will not be encrypted. Okay? So for example, now, these are these people operate. They will come out in the evening times, maybe like around 7 o'clock, they will come out. They will put their POS stand and start working. When you come to them with your card, they will take your card, they will slot into this machine that they bought. The machine will read all your card details and save it inside the machine. It won't encrypt it, it will save it there normally. And because this machine is not linked to any server, it will decline the transaction. It won't go through. So as you put your card in to show error, it won't go through. It will be like as if it's network. Okay? It won't go anywhere. It will just stop. Now, once you try again, it doesn't work, try again, you will now be like, okay, fine, it's not working. Let me go somewhere else. You go somewhere else and you withdraw. Okay? Now, what these people will do is, after they've done that all throughout the night, maybe from 7 o'clock to like 10 o'clock, they will now go somewhere. They will now use a mobile app to retrieve all those card details and then start using them to transfer money to a different account. Now, they can keep somebody maybe in an ATM stand, whereby as they are transferring the money, the person is withdrawing it immediately. And these people usually do it in a city that is very far from where they usually stay. So it's hard for you to track them. So that is why most times you see people use a POS, and when they are done using the POS, they find out that all their money is gone from their accounts. Okay? Now, how do you prevent this from happening? The first thing you want to do is, whenever you want to use a POS, make sure to check if that POS is from a merchant that you know. For example, now we have OP POS, we have MoneyPoint, we have DotPay, we have Nubank and the rest. These companies that are very, very well known, right? Like MoneyPoint and the rest. For example, me now, I like to use MoneyPoint POS because their POS machine is usually very, very distinctive. When you see MoneyPoint POS, you know it's a MoneyPoint POS, right? You know it. The way it looks, the way the screen and everything looks, you know how it looks. So if you see a POS that you cannot recognize, that can be a risk to you. Maybe just a blank POS with no name, or maybe the Chinese name, that's a risk to you, because that POS might be configured to save your card details. You understand me? So whenever you go to withdraw with the POS and there's no name, that is a risk. It should be a well-known POS like OP and MoneyPoint and the rest. It should be well-known. Secondly, go to your bank and set a daily withdrawal limit. Okay? Because nobody can be very careful. Anything can happen. No matter how careful you are, anything can happen. So set a daily withdrawal limit. This can be 20K, this can be 50K. So that if somebody should have your card details or anything like that, the person will not be able to withdraw more than a certain amount of money. Maybe let's say 50K. Once the person is done withdrawing that, it will stop. Third thing you want to do is this: set a two-factor authentication code for your bank account. You understand me? And for your card. So let's say, for example, now these guys that are doing this thing, that POS is not connected to any server, so it cannot do any transaction. You get me? So what will happen is that if they collect those card details, what they will now do is they will now take that POS, remove the card details, and use a mobile app to do the transfer. Now, if you set a 2FA on your card and on your bank, you will not be able, they will not be able to transfer money without a code coming to you. So whenever they want to transfer, a code will have to come to you. So you just go to your bank and tell them you want to set a two-factor authentication code. It's called 2FA on your account and on your card. Okay? And then the fourth thing you want to do is that if you don't trust a POS vendor, or it's the first time you're working with that person, you just meet that person, it's a new POS vendor you just work with, try to first of all start by transferring the money to the person. Don't use your card. Transfer from your mobile app to the person. That way you are much more safer and secured. You get me? Transfer to the person and then get the cash back. Because once you use your card to do this transaction, there is a likelihood that that POS is saving your details and you don't know. So guys, be careful. My name remains Michael Inunuku, and be careful out there. Stay safe, and just share this video to people who you believe use POS for transactions, so they can learn about this thing and understand that this is how it works, so they will know when next they are using a POS to withdraw money or do a deposit or anything like that. Okay guys, cheers.
Share now. If you get anything from this information when I give you, make sure you share this video, like and comment, share to your friends so that themselves will know what will happen. Share this video, make sure you share this video. Thank you. Stay safe.